Picture a killing machine 60 feet long, a predator so massive it could crush a car in its jaws, a creature that ruled the oceans millions of years ago. Its name is Megalodon. But forget the monster you've seen in the movies. The real Megalodon wasn't just a giant great white. It was longer, sleeker, faster, and a far more efficient hunter than any work of fiction. Fossil evidence from its colossal teeth to its rare vertebrae, and even the chemical isotopes locked within them, reveals a shark built for absolute domination. For decades, our imagination painted Megalodon as a scaled-up great white shark, stocky, torpedo-shaped, a monstrous ambush hunter lurking in the depths. But the fossils tell a very different story. Partial vertebrae discovered in Belgium and Denmark suggest a much more streamlined and elongated body, closer to a modern mako shark than a bulky great white. This wasn't a clumsy brute. This was an athlete. Scientists estimate Megalodon reached lengths of 50 to 60 feet, with some pushing the maximum to a staggering 80 feet. Its weight, over 90 tons? This predator wasn't built for short, explosive bursts of speed. Its sleek form was designed for long-distance cruising, a tireless hunter that could patrol entire oceans in search of its next meal. So, what was the secret to Megalodon's incredible power? Analysis of the isotopes in its fossilized teeth reveals it maintained a consistent body temperature of around 27 degrees Celsius, or 80 degrees Fahrenheit. This internal furnace gave it a tremendous advantage. It meant a faster metabolism, more powerful swimming, and the endurance to hunt in cooler waters that would slow down other predators. This allowed Megalodon to pursue its prey over vast distances, day after day. And what was its prey? The largest animals in the ocean, early baleen whales. We know this from fossilized whale bones bearing the unmistakable marks of a Megalodon attack. These bite marks aren't random. They show a calculated, strategic predator. Megalodon would first immobilize its massive prey by targeting the flippers and tail, then deliver a finishing blow, slicing through the rib cage to access vital organs. This wasn't just brute force. It was efficient, calculated predation perfected over millions of years. Even at birth, Megalodon was a giant. Juveniles emerged from the womb at around 2 meters, 6.5 feet long, already large enough to compete with other predators in the ocean. Fossil nurseries, much like those used by modern sharks, have been found in shallow, protected coastal areas. These safe havens gave the young giants a chance to grow before venturing into the open ocean. But Megalodon's immense size was both its greatest strength and its ultimate vulnerability. To fuel its enormous body and warm-blooded metabolism, it required a constant, massive intake of food. Its entire life was an unending hunt, a relentless quest for the calories needed to survive. This dependency on huge prey would eventually seal its fate. Megalodon was a true globetrotter. Its teeth had been discovered on every single continent, from the coasts of North America to the shores of Japan and Australia. This tells us it roamed the warm coastal waters of the ancient world. A cosmopolitan predator that followed the whale migration routes across the planet for millions of years, it was a constant presence in every ocean. But its reign eventually came to an end. Its extinction wasn't a sudden event, but a gradual decline driven by a changing world. During the Pliocene epoch, the planet began to cool. Sea levels dropped, shrinking the shallow coastal nurseries Megalodon relied on to raise its young. Worse still, its primary food source, the large baleen whales, began to decline and adapt, moving into colder polar waters where Megalodon couldn't follow. At the same time, new competition emerged. The agile and adaptable great white shark rose to prominence, competing for the same, now scarce resources. By about 3.6 million years ago, the king of the ocean was gone forever. And despite the myths and movies, there is absolutely no evidence that Megalodon survives today. It is a ghost of the past. Let's talk about the anatomy of this ultimate predator. Megalodon's teeth are its most famous feature, and for good reason. They were serrated like a steak knife and could reach up to 18 centimeters, or 7 inches in length. And its bite. Scientists estimate its jaw could clamp down with a force of over 18 tons, enough to splinter a whale's spine. Its body was a marvel of biomechanics, a muscular, streamlined engine built for endurance and power. This shark was both incredibly strong and surprisingly agile for its size. It was the perfect hunting machine, the undisputed apex predator of its time. For nearly 20 million years, Megalodon ruled the seas, a testament to evolution's ability to create a creature of both terrifying power and incredible precision. It was the pinnacle of marine predation, a dynasty that seemed unbreakable. But the story of Megalodon is also a cautionary tale. It teaches us about the inherent limits of being an apex predator. Even the largest and most powerful species on the planet cannot escape the consequences of environmental change. Its extinction serves as a stark reminder that in the grand scheme of life, survival depends on adaptability, not just sheer size or strength. When its world changed, Megalodon simply couldn't change with it. Specialization, once its greatest asset, became its fatal flaw. By understanding the rise and fall of this magnificent creature, we gain a deeper appreciation for the delicate, complex balance of our planet's marine ecosystems, and we see how even the mightiest can fall. Life is a constant dance of resilience and fragility. The Megalodon you see in the movies is pure fiction. The real animal was far more fascinating. It was a warm-blooded, long-distance hunter, a highly specialized predator that hunted the largest whales on Earth with terrifying precision and strategy. It wasn't a monster, it was a masterpiece of evolution. And its extinction wasn't caused by a bigger monster, but by a changing planet it could no longer conquer. Its story reminds us that the true forces that shape life on Earth are often silent, gradual, and unstoppable. If you enjoyed discovering the truth about the real king of the ocean, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We have many more incredible stories from the deep past coming your way. Thanks for watching.